Now it's time to start creating questions, and we're going to start off by creating some multiple choice questions on our Google form. So first thing that we're going to want to do is let's open up that first Google form that we made. And again, you may have used any title for yours. We're going to pick one form to use for practice. So we're going to click to launch that particular Google form. And we're going to want to edit this first item. So right here is the edit button. Now, had we been creating from scratch, we could have created that first question before we saved. But initially, we just created the forms real quick in order to create and practice renaming. Now we want to edit these questions. So we're going to click the edit button right here. And this is what our form looked like when we first started for the first question. So in order to create a good multiple choice question title is a little bit of a misnomer. Question title is actually the question itself. So let's make a nice easy question like, how many days off would you like this week? Now exactly what is typed here is exactly what the person taking the survey, taking the quiz, or filling out the form will see. So if we want to number the questions, then we'll want to insert the question number here. So we have question number 1. Now, the help text is something that shows up in a different font underneath the question the way it's laid out here. For example, if we were going to be looking for someone to fill in their name, we might want it to be first name, last name. We might want last comma first. Or if we were doing phone numbers, we might want with parentheses around an area code or without. So the help text is that sort of information that you can put to explain a question further or explain a format. For multiple choice, we don't really need to fill that in. Question type defaults to multiple choice. So we're in luck there for this particular exercise. If we wanted to change the type of question, we could click on the arrow in order to expand that box. Now, as soon as we have our question title listed and the question type, here where it says option 1, that's showing you the first answer choice. It's really not an option, it's an answer choice. So we might put 0. Perhaps we have those workaholics who want to work 7 days a week. Now, at this point, that's the only answer choice. Here it says click to add option. So if I click, now this window is active, and we could give 2 as a choice. And we can keep adding options. We can really add as many options as we would like. Let's try 0, 2, 5, or 7. Now that we've put in our 4 choices that we want, we have another option here to look at, which is whether we want to make this a required question or not. If we check this box off, anyone who takes this survey, takes this assessment, fills out this form, has to choose an answer to this question or they're not allowed to submit the form. Depending on the purpose of your questions, the purpose of your survey, you may or may not want to require things. When I have an assessment that I need the person's name, I make name a required field. Sometimes I don't require answers to other questions. Once we've finished creating this particular question, all we have to do is click done, and now this is how our question will appear to our viewer. There is one more option that we might want to use in this multiple choice question, and that is using what's called the other choice. I'm going to go back and edit this question, and we see that we can add other as a choice. So in our original question here, we see that this is a straight multiple choice question. You've got the choice of 0, 2, 5, or 7. However, by using the other choice, and we click right here to add other, now other with a box for the person's own answer shows up as a choice. So this is how it now looks. So a person answering this question could choose 0, 2, 5, 7, or they could click on other and type in any other answer that they would like. This is a very useful function depending on the question. If you'd like to have other choices, if you'd like to have multiple choice but you don't always give the proper answer, or you just want to have some more flexibility in the responses. The last item that you need to know about making multiple choice questions is, let's say we didn't want to have working 7 days a week be an option. Right here in this question, I can click on this X and it will eliminate this 0 as a choice. So right there, it moved, it disappeared. And if I don't like the order that I have my answers in, I can grab and move my options around. So I can have it go 2, 7, 5 without retyping. I might decide that I want 2 to be the last choice. So I can grab 2 and bring it down here. And once you hit done, you'll be able to see how your question appears to the person filling out the survey.